Coming at y'all, man. I didn't want to make this video. I really wanted to stay away from this topic because this topic is stupid as fuck. And for anybody who don't get it, they just don't get it. And I don't care who I offend. You can be a YouTube subscriber of mine. You could be just a person popping in to check out my video. It don't matter. If you get offended by this video here, that's on you. I really don't care. Shout out to the brother Westside Coolick. I'm going to have to bite this video, bro. I got to bite it. But like I told you in the comment section, I had to do a video. Matter of fact, just so y'all can see, I left Westside a comment. And it says, social media is the new TV. Everything this man said is a lie. I'm going to make a video on this stupid topic, right? And this ain't nothing against Westside. I'm just, matter of fact, he not even in the video. This is just some shit from this guy y'all see on screen that he just uploaded. So as always, when y'all see me using other people's videos, you know, it's fair use. I ain't got nothing against Westside Coolick. I'm not here to slander him or this, that, and the other. But what we are going to do is break down this bullshit that this motherfucker y'all see on screen is talking. This is this fucking mysterious drone video, right? This is what this is going to be about, right? The first thing you got to ask yourself, how fucking mysterious is it? It can't be that mysterious when somebody know where this shit is coming from. Somebody's flying these motherfuckers. So how mysterious can they really be? Okay? We gonna get into this shit. Well, I'm finna break you niggas' hearts. For all you motherfuckers who want to believe in aliens and all this other shit, here it is. Go to show you how lame some of these niggas is. You go to some of these motherfuckers' channels and shit, right? And they want to talk to you about aliens and talk to us about living under a dome at the same motherfucking time. So now my thing is about that, what I say is, well, then we got to change the definition of alien. At the very least, if you all want, and I don't care who you are, if you want to continue to have a conversation about fucking aliens, and still want to, in the same breath, talk about that this is a sealed system that we're under. The earth is a dome, right? Which, first off, let me back up. I realize that the earth is not a spinning fucking ball. I know this. I know that water cannot stay on a spinning ball. All right? I'm not stupid. But here's something else you need to understand that I'm not stupid about also. There's no fucking way in hell you gonna tell me that aliens exist in the way that we know aliens to exist, but yet we live under a sealed system. Ain't the firmament supposed to be the top part of the dome? Ain't it supposed to be where nothing can get in and nothing can get out? Haven't there been studies about how they've shot rockets to the firmament and they can't blast through it? So I'm going to say it one more time. At the very least, we need to change the fucking definition of alien. Because it ain't what we think. Because there's no fucking way in hell you going to tell me that they're aliens, but this is a sealed system. That we're under a dome that's impenetrable. Make up y'all fucking mind. But let's get into this stupid ass shit that this dumb motherfucker talking about as to what he believe these drones are. And before I do that, let me go into this. Remember the Chinese spy balloons? Remember how quick them motherfuckers came down when they went up? You notice how the fucking Air Force shot them down the minute they put them up? But you ain't heard them shooting down shit. And these motherfucking drones been flying for what, over a month? Over a month. And they ain't been shot down. But y'all still want to make videos about this dumb shit. So let me break y'all motherfuckers' hearts. Let me hurt y'all feelings. Let's go.
Hey everyone. My name is John Ferguson. I'm the CEO of Saxon Aerospace here in Wichita, Kansas.
First, right off the rip, they got to give you some motherfucking body that's supposed to know something, that's supposed to have something, that's supposed to be about something. Because otherwise you won't listen. And this was wrong with the most of you motherfuckers. If a motherfucker don't have PhD by his name, if he don't have doctor or professor by his name, or if his name ain't Dr. Fauci or some shit or Bill Gates, y'all don't listen. And these are the motherfuckers that they pump and push up to get you to listen to them. Dr. Fauci ain't no motherfucking doctor. Dr. Fauci is not a real doctor, just like Dr. Oz ain't no real motherfucking doctor. That's why I got on here and made the video about Donald Trump recruiting Dr. Oz. They both two TV celebrities. He ain't no real doctor. So it's the same thing with this motherfucker that you getting on the screen right here. They got to tell you, oh, he own this and he do this and he connected to these motherfuckers because otherwise you won't believe him. But that don't change the fact that this motherfucker is lying. Let's go.
I'm not normally a TikTok kind of a guy. I like watching this stuff every once in a while. But I'm a manufacturer of unmanned aircraft, military grade unmanned aircraft, as you can see one of my systems here.
There's that term military grade again. We had that conversation about what the term military grade means. The brother Randall, if I'm not mistaken, in the one video that I was talking about when I broke down that term, if I'm not mistaken, Randall popped back in the fucking comment section. Even he know. That nigga was like in the army or something. Any motherfucker who was in the military know what military grade mean. It don't mean what you think it mean. Let's go.
There's all of these mysterious drones going on off the East Coast, and as a professional, as a subject matter expert, I wanted to give you all my opinion on what I think could be going on with these drones. I don't particularly believe that these have a nefarious intent. I could be wrong, but I want to give you the truth and what I believe. It's my own opinion, and I've not bounced this off of anybody. So, if you think it's bullshit, whatever, that's cool. I don't want to spread misinformation, as we know.
I know it's bullshit. Like how I told Westside in the comments section. Social media is the new television. This ain't no hit to Westside. I'm just educating everybody. That's it. That's all I'm doing. Social media is the new motherfucking TV, meaning that this is where they go to put all the lies on. Not just the lies, but the fear mongering. You know how many fucking fear mongering videos is on TikTok? You know how many fear mongering videos is on Instagram and YouTube and all this other motherfucking shit? Just straight fear mongering. If you can't see what they talking about when you go outside the door, if it's hard for you to find some information about it when you diligently researching it, that means the shit is a lie. Keep forgetting. Don't forget, I'm the motherfucker you listening to that went around to the hospitals in Chicago when they told you we're setting up triages in our parking lot. I was that nigga that went around to the hospitals. I went to the University of Chicago. And I proved to y'all they was lying. That's how I got on YouTube's radar. Here it is, a motherfucker with 250 subscribers at that time on that channel. Got 2,000 motherfucking views on that one video. YouTube was like, oh, hell no. This nigga, nope. I asked y'all a million times. I say, which one of you motherfuckers that subscribe to my channel live close to the southern border? Why you motherfuckers ain't driving down there to go watch this whole army brigade of people that's supposed to be crossing the border? Because I say it's not true. I say they lying. But then nobody do it. And anybody that's been down with me from my first channel, they will tell you in the comment section. Now, that nigga ain't lying. He used to go around to different parts of Chicago and be like, yeah, he'll pop out of shit and be on the corner and be like, yeah, I'm standing here on the corner of 79th and Halsted and show you the fucking intersection. Show you the street signs. Nigga, I'm here. I'm posted. They lying. Just like this motherfucker you see on the screen is lying.
There's a lot of that going around. But anyway, back in the 1980s, Ronald Reagan had dismantled the nuclear program, and there were, with Russia, there were countless nuclear missiles that were disarmed and disposed of. Well, there were over 80, I believe. There were over 80 nuclear warheads that were in Ukraine that came up missing. Okay? We don't know where they are. Maybe somebody does, but no.
And they always came up missing. It's always something. Now here it is. We talking about the fucking military. We talking about the United States government. And you mean to tell me these people are blundering like that? Remember a few months ago when they supposed to lost the jet? Remember that? The fucking F-22 they supposed to just lost? You don't just lose a fucking $30 million aircraft, homie. That's not how that work. No matter what the fuck they put out here, y'all just eat this shit up. Here it is. I'm still the only motherfucker on YouTube right now talking about the stuff that went on during the Miami thing over the summer. Remember the shit that was all over the news about some mall in Miami where they supposed to see space aliens and all this other shit? I'm still the same motherfucker on YouTube right now pointing out the fact that all that shit was CGI. It was all green screen. All of it. Even the little glimpse that they tried to point out. See, there's the space creature right there. You see it? with the red arrow and all that, even all that shit was CGI. CGI foggy ass UFO bullshit is all you got from that Miami shit. That's all you got. And yet y'all still get on here making these dumbass videos. Oh my God, it's a mysterious drone in the sky. Shut the fuck up. Don't you understand that they got systems on the ground that is radar that is specifically designed to detect low flying aircraft? Don't you know that they got systems that can pinpoint shit on the ground? This is how your ass can get locked up by the FAA for motherfucking shining red lights. You know those little laser pin red dot lights? Shining them up at the airplanes and shit when they flying past. This is how you can come get a knock on your door from the FAA. They know. Technology is too vast for anybody to be on here talking about a mysterious drone. People should be way too motherfucking. This is the thing I be trying to tell people. Here it is. Everybody got a cell phone. Everybody got a tablet. Got a laptop. You got a world of knowledge at your motherfucking fingertips, and you still a stupid motherfucker that believe any goddamn thing they put out. In short, in layman's terms, the goddamn drones are not mysterious. They're not. It's them doing the shit. That's why they ain't shot them down. Hence, we ain't even gotten into the whole alien invasion psyop that's coming. And you know the alien invasion psyop is coming because people believing in this shit. Everybody who talking about these drones should be on here talking about, man, it's some bullshit. Y'all know where these drones is coming from. It's you bitch niggas that's flying them. Some motherfucking little punk ass little motherfucker that just graduated out of MIT. He barely 19, barely 20, 21 years old, just graduated out of MIT. Some little snot-nosed little bastard. Y'all got flying this shit. Period. But y'all want to get on here and talk about mysterious drones. Shut the fuck up, man. Just stop.
Nobody really knows where these are. And I speak with some pretty high-level government officials on this stuff, and it seems as though that is the case. So I spoke to a gentleman a few months ago who was trying to raise an alarm to the highest levels of our government, which they had their ears closed, about this one particular nuclear warhead that he physically put his hands on. He physically touched this warhead that was left over from Ukraine. And he knew that that thing was headed towards the United States. Okay? That is a very serious deal. And everyone knows that.
See, this is going back to what I've been telling y'all all along. How in the fuck is a nuclear warhead supposed to allegedly be headed to the United States from Iran, Turkey, Ukraine, wherever the fuck, whatever country he want to name? How in the fuck is that the case? When I done told y'all a million times, these motherfucking people are not fighting among each other. Donald Trump and Joe Biden are not fighting for real. Donald Trump and Kamala Harris are friends, man. They're friends. What is wrong with y'all? The leaders of these other countries, let's take the Ukraine, right? Because he was just talking about the Ukraine, right? Didn't I tell y'all that Zelensky motherfucker is a comedian? How many people fucking pulled up Zelensky's biography on Google? Even Google tell you the motherfucker's an actor. Before he became the president of Ukraine, he was an actor, a comedian, in fact. So you telling me you got actors and you got Eddie Murphy and shit shoot nuclear bombs at people? That's what you trying to tell me? You trying to tell me that Cat Williams is shooting nuclear missiles and shit at people? Come on, man. And whoever can't stay through to the end of this video because of my profanity or my deliverance, so what? You the motherfucker I don't want here. Because you supposed to understand why I'm delivering it like this. My delivery that you getting from me right now is, come on, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna buy this shit. You tell me you not believing this shit. That's what you getting from me in my delivery. And I go for everybody. It's like, come on, Westside, I know you put this up, right? But I know you ain't buying this shit, bro. You know he lying, right? That's all I'm saying. That's what this delivery is. That's all that is. It's like, come on, bro. I know goddamn well you ain't gonna fall for this shit. The president of Russia, he's not beefing with Zelensky for real, man. It's not real. As I've told y'all before, the real war, if you want to talk about war in all of its essence, the real war is on the people. What do you mean, Original Lone Wolf? I get tired of repeating this shit. The war is like this. Zelensky is waging war against the fucking Ukrainian people. Putin is waging war against the Russian people. Russia is not doing anything to us. Is Putin over here trying to take away our guns, man? Huh? Is Zelensky over here trying to take away our guns? Is Justin Trudeau down here from Canada trying to take away our guns? No! It's our own fake-ass corporation masquerading as a government that's trying to take this from us. Haven't y'all noticed all these foreigners that hold seats in offices now? Here it is, they had some motherfucking dude that was also trying to run for president that was a Hindu. Because Kamala Harris is a Hindu. I don't care if you believe it or not. That bitch is not so-called black. She's not. Nothing about her. Look at all these foreign motherfuckers that they got in office. Look at the White House press secretary, that fucking melanated bitch. She's not a sister. She's not from here. Now I'm not trying to be racist and say all this, that, and the other. All I'm saying is all skin folk ain't kinfolk. That's all I'm saying. Even though we really are, but we're not. The way that woman was raised, her ideology, her culture, where her people come from, and all that is completely different from ours. And we share the same skin suit. That's all I'm saying. Goddamn, I was friends with a motherfucker from Ghana. He was just as dark as American Indians. But the motherfucker where he came from, his culture, the way he was raised, his lifestyle, the whole 9 yards, it was not like ours. It wasn't. And he was just as dark as us. He had woolly hair too. Goddamn. But anyway, let's play some more of this horse shit. I'm not going to play the whole 8 minutes because these type of videos right here, this shit that you looking at on screen, this shit irritate me. This is like how Martin said, you like a gnat at a barbecue, just bugging the fuck out of me. That's literally what this is. Just irritating. This is some irritating shit to listen to this bullshit.
The United States government, this administration, is pushing to get into a war with Russia. We all know that. We all feel it. We all.
What they're doing is they're pushing for both sides to literally, ignorantly, and willfully go out and kill each other. You know, when I hear motherfuckers like him say what he just said, the first thing I think about is all the gang leaders of Chicago. Here it is. I'm like one of the only motherfuckers on YouTube that's telling you motherfuckers that the gang leaders of Chicago, because you know they pushing real hard to get them to let Larry Hoover out. Just do some research on it. It's been a real big push to get to let him out of prison. When I hear a motherfucker like him say, well, you know, the United States is really pushing to get into a war with Russia, the first thing that I think about is all the gang leaders of Chicago. For some strange reason, they was all from Mississippi. Look it up. I don't know what's that all about, but look it up. I'm talking about Jeff Fort, Larry Hoover, Willie Lord, all of them. David Barksdale, all of them are from Mississippi. Just look it up. Then the other thing that I found out to be very fascinating was that they were all Masonic brothers. They weren't all just Masonic brothers. They used to meet up at the same motherfucking lodge. And yet the people that were below them were killing each other. That's the first thing I think about when I hear a stupid motherfucker like this clown say, oh, the United States is pushing for a war with Russia. Really? When Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump, Joe Biden, or Barack Obama, etc., these motherfuckers are Freemason brothers. They're Masonic brothers. But you trying to get me to convince me that they hate each other and they really want to go. No, what they trying to do is get a bunch of dumbass Russians who are unintelligent, poor ass, broke motherfuckers who ain't got shit to get together thinking that something is going on with the United States to where they'll be willing to fight us. And over here in the United States, they trying to get us to do the same thing. They trying to get these dumbass women who think they can do everything a man to do. They trying to draft them and put them on the front line with a rifle. And it's like y'all don't see how the attack is on you from your own government. You don't see that? It's not Vladimir Putin that wants to draft your daughters, man. That's Joe Biden and them trying to do that shit.
Idiot. Okay. Well, back up a few years. Do y'all remember when those drones were mysteriously flying across the Interstate 70 corridor from Colorado up into Nebraska, down here into Kansas, and out into Missouri? Well, it was believed that those drones were looking for radioactive material because there had been some material that come up missing here in the United States, and they felt like it was high probability that the nuclear or the radioactive material would be taken along.
I understand that there's something called sonar, right? Which will give these drones the ability to fly at night, right? And I get that, right? So they don't necessarily have to have a lot of light in order to fly. That's the point of sonar. You know, when you're in a submarine and shit, it's dark. You know, when you're in the water under the ocean in the submarine, it's dark down there. There ain't no fucking lights and shit. So I understand that they can guide them by way of sonar. I get that, right? But here's what you got to also understand. What else are you going to be able to detect at night flying a fucking drone? You're going to need night vision, at least. What are these drones doing flying around at night is the fucking question. That's the bottom line. Why are these fucking drones flying around at night? What is it that they're looking for? And why is it that the government is playing fucking games and acting like they don't know what they are and where they come from? That's the question. Because I'm here to tell y'all they fucking lying, man. They do know what they are. They do know where they come from. The FBI needs your help in figuring out who's flying these drones. Shut your punk ass up. Want to hear that bullshit? The FBI don't need my motherfucking help. It's all a lie, man. Y'all need to stop falling for this shit. And I'm only talking to the ones who falling for it. If you falling for it, I'm talking to you. If you ain't falling for it, I'm not talking to you. Y'all better stop this stupid shit, man. We ain't even got to the alien invasion part yet because I'm still playing some more of this shit. The more I play this, the stupider this motherfucker sound.
With the Interstate 70 corridor heading east or west or south. So, from what we understand, they were out there trying to find this radioactive material. Now, drones, they have no reason to be in the air at night unless you're doing some type of ISR work, intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance, looking for bad guys, or looking for a victim, a search and rescue victim, or law enforcement, or some type of military.
And they all got night vision on them. There are village police departments around where I stay that use them. I was talking to an old coworker. I forgot what town he say he live in, a little village. They fly him over there where he stay. So now the question becomes, if we know that law enforcement use them, we know the military use them, the government period use them, because the FBI, the ATF, they all use them. They all use them. It ain't just local cops. It's not just sheriff's departments and shit. They all use them. All of them. What it does is further puts them in a coward endeavor. Because ever since the firearm was created, more and more cowards have sprung up on the planet. Because now you don't have to be that close to hurt somebody or to take them out. That's some coward shit, if you ask me. But that's what they do. So now that we know that law enforcement and all these other motherfuckers use these drones and all this other shit, now the question becomes, how in the fuck are they so mysterious? How? And what motherfucking foreigner just get to fly drones freely within our airspace? How does that happen? How is it that the FAA and the military having coordinated strikes to shoot these drones down as for many days that people said that they've been flying? I've been hearing reports for over 40, 45 days these motherfuckers been flying. And y'all ain't shot not one down. Not one. To take a look at the pieces to see where the parts are coming from, you could trace to where the parts are coming from the manufacturer. Some more shit they not telling you. They don't tell you that. There's only a handful of manufacturers that are going to be able to make those parts that are being used for those drones. And the reason for why I say a handful of manufacturers is because it's all a syndicate. They all controlled by one small global cabal. There's all kind of shit they could do to find out what's going on with these fucking drones if they really wanted to. After all this motherfucking time, they still screaming they don't have no information. That's a lie, man. I'm gonna say it one more time. After all this time, the government's still screaming that they don't have no information about these drones. That's a lie. That is a 100% lie.
Project, right? There's no reason for a drone to be flying at night. Really. Okay? Because they don't see shit. So, unless you have thermal optics, drones really don't see stuff. You need to do mapping during the day.
They said that some of those drones look like they was damn near the size of cars. That means they have thermal shit on there, and 9 times out of 10, weapons too. Unless I'm incorrect about the research that I've done. It's the research that I've done is the reason for why I'm just now making the video. I already know what they doing. I know it's bullshit. I know it's a lie. Not the fact that they flying the drones, but the fact that they saying they don't. The FBI needs your help. We don't know. We're in the dark. We have no idea what's going on. That's a fucking lie. That's a 100% lie. Period.
If you're going to do farming stuff, you mostly do it during the day. The only reason why you would ever fly an unmanned aircraft at night, is if you're looking for something. Whether it be a person or trying to smell gas. We have methane gas detection systems that can detect gas leaks in pipe.
So here it is. You built a drone that got a nose on it. And the only way it can smell methane gas is flying at night. Right? That's what you trying to tell me? You can't detect these methane gas during the daytime. Right? You got to fly them only at night. And you done built the nose onto the fucking drone. It can smell shit now. I'm just saying, man, this shit don't sound comical to y'all. This don't sound like some fucking stupid ass fairy tale bullshit. Y'all better wake up to these stories and shit, man, that motherfuckers be telling. Y'all better wake up to this shit, man. Y'all gonna fucking go back into the land or not. You motherfuckers gonna go back to sleep. Y'all better be careful listening to these motherfuckers, man.
You really wouldn't use thermal optics for trying to find gas leaks, just simply because the only way you're actually going to find a gas leak with thermal optics is if the gas leak is aggressive enough that it has a difference in temperature. Because thermal imaging, it creates a digital image based off the temperature variance. So whatever is different in temperature, it creates an image. Usually gas leaks so slow that it goes quickly into ambient before you can even see it. So we have special sensors that can detect gas leaks. We also have special sensors that can detect radioactive material. So,
but the thing of the matter is that all of that's irrelevant because that has nothing to do with anything due to the fact that they're flying at night. Now, if you needed the radio, based on the way the thermal imaging he's saying is supposed to work, if the gas is like that, then the people in the area are gonna know this. They're gonna be able to smell it. So again, there's no fucking purpose for these drones to be flying. That's not the purpose that it serves. These motherfuckers flying these drones at night, they don't serve that purpose. It does not serve that purpose. If the gases are like that, it's going to be coming up through the ground. You're going to be able to smell that shit. That's the bottom line. And from there, it's going to take one phone call. Hey, man, we smell gas over here, or there's gas coming up out of the ground, and all this other dumb shit that they talking about, that he talking about. That's what will happen. You don't need to fly no fucking drone at night for that. So that's irrelevant. That's 100% irrelevant, man. If you're going to fly drones at night, you're going to have some sort of night vision. They don't even have to do the thermal shit no more. The thermal shit work off heat. They don't have to do that no more. Night vision is way more advanced than that now. Night vision, when you look through that shit now, some of them, the ones that's real expensive, when you look through some of them now, it look like the daytime with a lens over it, like a tent, like you got tent on your windows and shit. That's what it look like. It look damn near like daytime with tent, like it's dusk. You know how the sky look at dusk? That's what it look like. You don't get glowing red bodies and shit no more from thermal imaging like how they used to do. That's like 40 years ago. They way past that shit now. Way more advanced. So what he's talking about is fucking irrelevant. It shouldn't even be part of the goddamn story he's telling. The fact of the matter is this. They know what the fuck they're doing. They're the ones that's doing it. The FBI don't need anybody's fucking help. It's a lie.
With this gentleman that I had spoken with, who was trying to raise the alarm to try to get somebody in the government to say, hey, we need to work together to go try to find this nuclear warhead, none of that ever happened. They knew.
And then not only that, what the fuck does a nuclear warhead have to do with these drones? You see how he talking about two different fucking things in the same goddamn story? Unless he's trying to pinpoint the fact that there's nuclear warheads on the drones, unless that's the case, then why the fuck are we talking about nuclear warheads? Why? Because this motherfucker is a fraud. That's why. He got to keep you confused and off fucking balance. That's the whole point. They weren't talking about no nuclear warheads, so why the fuck is he?
That warhead was on its way to the United States. That's all that ever came of it. Nothing ever happened. This government did not do anything at all to help this gentleman raise the alarm and raise awareness that there is a very deadly weapon on its way to the United States. It's out there. Nobody knows where it's at now. It left Europe.
Okay, that's fine. But what the fuck does that got to do with the drones? What's that got to do with the drones, Mr. John Ferguson? Tell me.
Now it's gone. So my guess, my own guess, is that these drones are not nefarious in intent. If they are, they are. But I doubt it. But if they are drones, the only reason why they would be flying and flying that low is because they're trying to smell something on the ground. That's it. There's no other reason for a drone to be flying in the air other than.
So if that be the case, why the fuck are they saying they don't know what they are and where they coming from? Why are they saying that the FBI saying they need our help? So you got sniffing, detecting ass fucking drones. Right? You built noses and nostrils and shit on the drone so it can smell shit. Right? Okay. Okay, that's what y'all niggas on? Okay, cool. But what does that have to do with the fact that we don't know what they are? You got people saying, hey man, these motherfuckers like the size of cars. They say, motherfuckers talking about, man, when you try to shine a light or like a camera or something on it or whatever, they disappear. They turn the lights off on the drone. That means somebody is operating that goddamn drone and they're able to watch what's going on the ground. They're able to see what's going on the ground, period. They ain't no sniffing no motherfucking methane and gas and shit. Get your dumb ass the fuck out of here with this bullshit. Again, social media has become the new television. It's become the new television, man. Social media. And I'm talking about all of them. BitChute, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all the rest of that shit they got out. It's the new TV. They know that people have caught on to the game, that most of the shit on TV is a lie. Even people catching on to the sports now, finally, after all this fucking time, you got these dumb niggas that are catching on to the fact that basketball is rigged and the NFL is rigged. They finally catching on. So now everybody is going over to social media looking for truth. And that's what they've done. Some of the same motherfuckers that's playing you and lying to you on TV is on social media now. And this dumb motherfucker is one of them. They done built a goddamn drone with nostrils and is sniffing gas and shit. I'm gonna fart when I see one of them motherfuckers. And I'm gonna see if they can smell that gas. Like, wow, make it make sense, man.
To piss a bunch of people off at night. That's it. So, my belief is they're trying to smell something on the ground. Gas leaks, radioactive material, whatever. So, and do I think that that they're coming up out of the ocean? No, I don't think so. Drones that are multi-copter type drones, not the fixed wing aircraft that look like regular airplanes, but the multi-copters, they only have so much battery life. They have hybrid versions that are gas powered with electric, but those can still only fly for a short period of time. There's no way in hell that any drone is going to go miles off the coast as a multi-copter.
But motherfuckers have not given a full description as to what they look like. As I said, once again, from the stories and the reports that I've heard people saying that they tried to flash a light in the sky at it and used a camera or something to try to take images of it. And they reported that they'll shut the lights off. The outer lights on the drone, they'll shut them off and make it hard for them to see them again. And then they'll turn the lights back on. It don't sound like they sniffing for nothing to me. Not with no shit like that. What you sniffing for? What are you looking for, man, if you turn off the lights when people try to zoom in on you? When they try to get a focused glimpse on this flying object? All they've been doing all this time is they setting you up for the fake-ass alien invasion, just like the fake-ass COVID shit. That's all this shit is about. They want to tell you that there are other creatures here and, oh, God, they're going to get us and, take me to your leader type bullshit when it's all they dumbass. It's just that fucking simple, man. Now, you all can believe what y'all want. Think whatever you want. That's on y'all. I ask you motherfuckers to do y'all own research into this, man, because this makes absolutely no motherfucking sense what this guy's telling me. There's no way in hell you're going to tell me they built nostrils into a fucking drone and this motherfucker just flying around very low, sniffing shit. I don't believe it. And I don't believe this motherfucker. Period. And anybody who go along with this, well, that's on you. I ain't going to even give you my opinion on what I think of that. But anybody who want to go along with this shit, you go right ahead, man. But you can't never say that a motherfucker didn't tell you that this shit was bullshit. It's just that simple. Let me get reports that some drones is flying some motherfucking where in Chicago or this, that, and the other. I'm going to be that niggas posted up like how I used to do. I'm going to be that nigga posted up right there like, yep, it ain't no fucking drones out here. These niggas lying. Or, yeah, they are. They right here. Whatever the case may be. Straight up. But there's no way in hell y'all going to tell me this shit is real. Period.
And fly into the interior of the United States and do a bunch of work and then turn around and fly back. It's just physics will not allow that to happen. So these drones, I believe, are launched from a location that nobody knows. But I do believe that they're flying low enough that they're just trying to sniff the ground and try to find something. So, again,
it's just like with the drones that they were supposed to create it, right? That has facial recognition built into it. And it's supposed to have like a small C4 charge attached to it, to where once it seeks out its target by way of facial recognition, then it actually flies and hunts that target and crashes into it, and a little charge from the C4 explodes, it detonates, and it kills the person, right? Here's your problem with that. Things can be shielded from that. And then the number two thing, which is very important, the power range is the power band, and the range is not going to be very long, and they're not going to be consistent. They're not. So it would only work in the very beginning if you're really trying to launch some sort of a sneak attack where they're being used for the first couple of times and nobody really knows. They'll be successful at that point. But once people find out that that's what they're doing, that shit, they're going to be rendered inoperable. They're not going to work. This is one of the reasons for why they're banning shotguns here in Illinois. Because you could take out a lot of those with a shotgun. And we're talking about probably bird shots. Straight up. You probably don't need no double R or triple R bucks in there. You probably only need those. You probably could use some bullshit ass bird shots. A fucking bullshit ass 20 gauge or something. To take out. And I'm just saying, this is based off the knowledge and the research that I've seen from these drones that I was just talking about. Little bitty ass little critters. That guy, and I've seen them. You know what I'm saying? They was really broadcasting them during the whole shutdown, the lockdown and shit, the COVID, because that's when I first found out about them. When they locked the fucking world down for COVID. It's like, oh, y'all got these little drones. Look at them. They so cute. These little bastards. But based off from what I've seen from those little drones, they're not very big. The smaller they are, the less range they're going to have because your battery going to be small. And from what I've seen from those drones, their power band in terms of the battery life, it ain't going to be on shit. And then the size of them, like I said, how small they are, you can take them out with shotguns. Now, granted, I understand they can launch dozens of them at one time. I understand that. But like how I said, once people catch on to that, those are going to be rendered inoperable. Period. Now, I understand people will have to die for that to even become a fruition. I ain't stupid, y'all. I get that. But what I'm trying to get people to understand is that it's not like what people think. It's not like what you think it is. It's all fear, man. The most of it is fear. Do they have these weapons and shit? Yeah, they do. Yeah, of course they do. I'm not finna be like, no, they don't have this kind of stuff. And, I'm not finna tell you that. The biggest weapon that they have is getting you to believe their bullshit. That's their biggest weapon. And seeing that I already played 7 minutes of, we're going to play this last minute, man. And I'm going to say a couple more things and I'm going to get up out of here because I really didn't want to make this video, but I've been seeing so many videos like this fucking guy on screen. It's like, dude, what are you talking about, man? The fuck out of here with this bullshit. I just had to make the video. Like I said, this is irritating. This is like being bit by a mosquito and you just scratching the shit out of it. You know what I'm saying? This is irritating like that. Because people should not be this fucking stupid.
And I hate to be a pessimist or a guy that thinks, directly to the negative. However, I know as a professional, we build professional stuff for the military. I believe that they're actually out there trying to smell something that's very important. So anyway, let me know what you think of this video. I'm not trying to gaslight. I'm not trying to scare people. I'm just trying to...
He ain't trying to gaslight. He ain't trying to scare people. Boy, you better be lucky. One thing, that I don't have a TikTok account. And I'm not finna sign up for one just to leave your dumb ass a comment. Just understand that. Be grateful that I don't have a TikTok account. Because if I did, I would definitely drop your motherfucking ass a line or two for this bullshit. This makes absolutely no sense, people. Let me tell y'all something else. Going back to the whole alien invasion thing. I want to talk about that, and I want to talk about beyond the ice walls, right? And what I'm finna say to you all now is just coming from me doing my own research, me listening to other people with their own channels talking about this very topic. Let me tell y'all something. Aliens is not like what they tell y'all. I don't give a fuck what they done printed in these books. Okay, I don't give a fuck what they done printed in these books. I don't give a fuck what that one guy, I can't think of this fucking one guy. Oh, he's from back in the 70s and the 80s and shit. He ended up I think they ended up killing him or something. I can't think of this fucking guy name. He's supposed to have had bruises or burn marks or something on him from coming in contact with some sort of being or whatever the case may be. Let me break some of this shit down for y'all. They have been splicing and modifying genetics by crossbreeding them and growing cells and all this shit for God knows how long. Okay, the movie, the Island of Dr. Monroe, right? They did a 70s version, right? And then they turned around and did a remake. I think the first version came out in 78. They did a remake in like 98 or 1999. One of them, right? When they used 98 or 99. It was the last movie Marlon Brando ever made. It was the last movie he ever did. Look it up. Marlon Brando played Dr. Monroe. He played him. And in that 90s version, they showed you again how they was taking pigs and shit. They was taking hyenas. And they would cross that motherfucker with a pig and create a whole nother fucking creature. Half pig, half hyena. They took the one girl, she played in a couple of movies. I can't think of this chick's name. She played in several different movies. One that come to mind is Stone Cold with Brian Bosworth. But she played in a couple other movies after that. But they took her and like spliced her with a cat or something. She had like jet black hair, almost like Elvira black hair and shit. And she was like crossed with some sort of cat or something, some sort of feline. She was like half chicken, half fucking feline. They was doing this shit in the movies, man. They did it back in the 70s. It was the same thing. What you think they was trying to tell you? Newsflash, people, those are your aliens. Hate to break motherfuckers' hearts. I hate to fucking tear people down and all, but fuck that, man. The truth needs to have its day. Those are your aliens. Understand this, people. It's a sealed system. You can't get in and you can't get out. There ain't no outer space. I just killed your alien shit right there. You know how they talk about how giants used to walk the earth and all this other shit? It's the same thing with the giants, man. They was crossbreeding shit. Shaquille O'Neal was not born the way you think he was born. I hate to be the motherfucker with the tinfoil hat and all this. I hate to be that guy. But LeBron James was not born the way you think he was born. They showed you this in the movie Twins. Who seen the movie Twins with Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger? Who remember that movie? See, if they stop fucking with my channel, man, I could break a lot of this shit down. My channel would actually blow up. But they won't let me do it. They won't let me make these connections, man. But they did the same thing in Twins, man, where they experimented on this one woman. They pumped her ass up with all different types of sperms and shit from different men. Different heights, different shapes, different, eye color, hair textures, and blah, blah, blah. Just pumped her ass up. And she ended up giving birth to twins. One of them grew up to be Danny DeVito. The other one grew up to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's your fucking aliens, people. You don't need to read no books and all that shit for this. That's your aliens, man. I can't think of that fucking pale-skinned dude name. God damn, man, but y'all know who I'm talking about. He was the one that was supposed to have been trying to wake us up to these alien invasions and all these different things. I cannot think of this guy's name. He ended up supposed to have been committing suicide or whatever, but people believe they killed him. He was talking about how he had bruises or burns or something on his body from coming in contact with these. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you that this is what it is. That's why they do it underground. All this shit is done underground. The guy that did, I can't think of this motherfucker's name. God damn, I can't think of dude's name. But y'all know who I'm talking about. He was talking about he was underground when he came in contact with him. Those are your motherfucking aliens. The shit that people have spliced and motherfucking basically Lego and Play-Doh together. That's basically what it is. Because that's all I got from the island of Dr. Monroe. He just took different DNA and put that shit and pasted it and glued it together like Legos and shit. Like Play-Doh. I mean, who used to play with Play-Doh and shit with the what's the name? The clay and shit? Who used to play with that back in the day? That's what it seemed like to me. That's your fucking aliens, man. You motherfuckers ain't got to go read books and dig up the earth and all this other shit, man. I'm telling you now, it's them that's doing it. Whatever these fucking creatures or this, that, and the other that motherfuckers say is out there that they done came in contact with and all this other shit, they created it. Man created that. This ain't no motherfucking alien. Now, let me break y'all hearts about the ice wall, because I notice ain't nobody talking about this shit. Let me break y'all fucking hearts when it come down to this. Y'all know how they talk about there's land beyond the ice walls, right? Check this out. I'm not saying it's true or it ain't true. Here's what I can tell y'all is this. Haven't you noticed that the people who talk about land beyond the ice wall, no matter who channel it is, because you got tons of channels that's talking about this shit. Haven't y'all noticed that nobody talks about the fact that if there's land beyond the ice wall and there's actually existence on the other side, then that means that the people that's within this side of the ice wall, you know, that we know of as Europe and Africa and Asia and all this other shit, then that means they have to be in cahoots with the motherfuckers that's only on the other side. That means the people on the other side got to be doing the same thing to the beings and the existence on the other side. They got to be in cahoots with the people over here to keep them from coming over here and from us to go over there. Haven't you noticed ain't nobody talking about that? They'll talk to you about how they keep us trapped over here. They won't allow us to go on that other side. But nobody talks about what's on the other side. Why are they not coming over here freely? If they not coming over, because they talking about, oh, well, you don't get to see them. You know, they live among us, but you very rarely ever get to see them and all this other shit. So if that's really the case, then that means the beings and the existence on the other side, they're in cahoots with the motherfuckers that's over here to keep them over there from coming over here. Just like they keeping us over here from going over there. Nobody talks about that. If we got technology that can get us across on the other side, then that means they should have technology that can get them across over here on this side. So that means it's got to be a joint effort to keep everybody in suspense. Nobody knows what's going on. The people on the other side of the ice wall or the people that's on this side. And like how I said, I just find it fucking funny that nobody brings that up. But they always want to talk about, oh, there's existence on the other side. And well, what's up with them motherfucking people? They must be enslaving them over there too. But anyway, man, I think I done made my point with this. You all can do what y'all want. If y'all made it to the end of this video, because I'm finna close this down. If y'all made it to the end of this video, man, y'all do whatever y'all want, man. This video was not about skin color. You notice I didn't mention American Indian or autochthonous American or nothing like that, not one time. You notice you didn't hear me say that. This video is for everybody, man. I don't give a fuck what you look like. I don't care what you call yourself, what your skin tone is, your eye color, your hair texture. I don't care about none of that, man. This video is for everybody. Everybody need to feed from this video, man, because if you motherfucking believe in this bullshit that they've been talking about for the last 30, 40 days, if you believe in this shit, you in desperate need of a motherfucking helping of knowledge. You need to eat from the plate of knowledge and truth. You're starving to death. And that's how I'm going to end this. This is Original Lone Wolf, man. I'm out.